The Unreal Engine 5.5 update just hit ARK Survival Ascended, but it might not be the performance upgrade you were looking for. If you're rocking an old gen PC in the range of 30 series, 20 series and below and are expecting better FPS, this upgrade could make things worse. In today's video, we're diving into a side-by-side FPS comparison across multiple locations, all at max settings with DLSS set to quality, so you can exactly see how it performs before you jump in. But that's not all. The Unreal 5.5 also brought in some new issues, from low FPS lock to missing assets and bugs that still haven't been patched. So stick around, see everything unfold for yourself. And if you feel the frame drops through a screen and get frustrated, don't forget to smash the like button, as that always helps with the algorithm. And let's get started. And my final verdict, well, it doesn't live up to the 20% or the 30% which was claimed by Jeremy and Wildcard, that we would get that much of a boost in performance. It doesn't live up to that. In certain areas, yes. For example, if you check the Snow Biome Comparison, we are getting around 5 to 10 FPS more than the previous gen version. But then, however, if you check, for example, the Swamp Biome or the Cave, we were getting significantly lower performance, especially in the Cave one. In the Swamp Biome, if you have noticed, in the older generation, we never dipped below 30 FPS, but in the newer generation, we are dipping towards 27 FPS or so. And in the Cave, it is far more worse, as you are getting a lot of jitters, and while returning back, it was much more of a mess. I didn't add that in the video, but I'll put a clip up here so you can see. While returning back to the exit, we had much more stuttering and was a mess, making it unplayable at the point. Also, to check the base rendering in the Unreal 5.5, I don't know why this was. Maybe it could be factors like the weather affecting, but in the older generation, the loading of the base was much faster and loaded in huge chunks, but we could see a dip in FPS. But in the newer one, if you can see it up here, it loads it in segments rather than loading it completely, which I guess makes it more smoother, but it cuts out the realism, I guess. This is up for debate. I'm not sure, but everything is not so bad. Everything is not so bad because boss fights have become way better in the Unreal 5.5. The loading times have improved significantly. Loading into a boss fight is almost a second and a half faster than the previous gen, and loading out of the boss fight is about 6 seconds faster than the older generation, which might not seem a bigger number, but let me tell you, that is significantly better in terms of numbers. But there's also the things we have to see, that the issues that come with Unreal 5.5. As for me, at the current state, this game is now unplayable. Why do I say that? Because while making this video on my 3080, I had to at least restart the game more than 20 plus times. It would be a high number, but the issue that was happening is there were certain triggers which was locking the game at 5 FPS, 1 FPS, 7 FPS, and the only way to resolve it was to exit to the main menu and then join the game again. So the triggers that were affecting this is 1, entering the UI. If you enter the UI, be it the setting menu or your inventory, it will set the FPS lock to 7 to 3 FPS. And the only way to counteract this was to exit to the main menu. The second was if you're fast traveling. If you fast travel to another bed, again, you used to hit the 3 and 7 FPS lock. And the last one is unlocking a dossier. Now in the boss fight, we got the dossier and went to 1 FPS, and then it went back to normal. But when getting the auto dossier in the wild, it went to 3 FPS and never came back up, so we had to exit to the main menu and restart the game. These are the 4 major triggers I found that are getting it locked at a lower frame rate, and basically you have to restart the game to play it, breaking the whole immersion of the game, because every time you change your armor, you have to go into the UI, which could affect the FPS, and you have to restart the game. Every time you run into a dossier in the wild, and guess what, in the caves there are dossiers, and if you stumble across one and you have bats swarming you, you're pretty much cooked. So these are what breaks the game experience for me, and I don't think I can play unless these are resolved. Now this could be a wildcard issue, or it could be an NVIDIA driver issue. I'm not sure, but it is really a mess. Now the missing assets. Snow Owl's feathers have turned into checkerboard pages, just flying like a newspaper. You can see it in the side-by-side comparison. In the left-hand side, we have the old generation with the feathers flying off, and the new generation, since the feathers are missing or the asset is missing, we are getting a paper with a checkerboard, which is basically what you would see in a dev kit, and that's just flying like some newspapers in the air. There could be more, which I didn't find out. It was pure by luck that I found about the Snow Owl. There could be more creatures doing their special attacks and having assets missing, and is a huge miss by Wildcard. I don't know how this happened, but it is still not patched, and if you want to experience it, just use the Snow Owl, do a dive, and you'll see paper flying. Now I expect these to be patched out in the few updates that are gonna come out but for now they are focusing on the mods and all that stuff to be fixed, and then later maybe they'll patch out all these other stuff. In conclusion, I would say that I'm not playing anytime soon. I think I'll miss out on the anniversary event as well, because the game is unplayable for people on the older generation platforms. It's something that sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully in the coming days we get new updates that fix all these issues. So for me, as of now, I will not be able to play ARK Survival Ascended until these issues are resolved. And hopefully this video helped you guys out to understand everything that has come with the Unreal 5.5. Also, if you did find any other issues in your gameplay, comment it down below, and don't forget to smash the like button, as it always helps with the algorithm. Also, subscribe and share around, as we're so close to hitting the 2,000 subscriber mark, and it would be amazing to reach that. But with that, Elsewise signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace out.